to our Spin readers. We're here at the Summit Studio for the very first edition of the Spin.ph Sidelines. And we're here to discuss the college season. The college basketball season is upon us, and we're here to discuss first the National Collegiate Athletic Association, the oldest collegiate league in the country. Who do you think will be the surprise teams this season 95?
The host team, Arellano. Don't think they get credit sa sa binubuo nila ngayon. They have a new coach, Coach Cholo Martin. He's a winner. He's been with Coach Boyet for the longest time, San Beda. So if there's one thing na he'll bring to Arellano, it's that winning culture. And looking at their lineup, hindi masama yung lineup nito. You have Kent Salado returning from an injury. You have guys like Alcoriza, na ready na rin to break out, diba? Si Alcoriza, si
Archie Concepcion, last year's most improved player.
Diba? So they have the tools. They have the necessary tools to make a splash, surprise a lot of people. And who knows, diba? With a good run, diba? Few breaks here and there, they might make the Final Four. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. Pero, di ba, from outside looking in, I think Arellano is bound to turn heads this season.
Nabanggit nyo one of the surprise teams. You think they're welcoming back Ken Salado? Do you think the conductor will be able to steer his team this time?
Driver na dapat siya, di ba? This is Ken Salado's year. This is Ken Salado's team. Well, we've seen him carry a team yung 1 year after nawala si Gio Alalon. They were good. Was posting numbers, 25 points, 8 assists in a game. Then he got injured. So, yung gutom nandoon eh. I think a lot of people forgot who Ken Salado is. Honestly, nung isang taon na nawala siya, parang yung hopes niya of a PBA stint, bumaba because alimutan siya eh. He's not playing. Arellano was losing games. Papalit sila ng coaches. Coach Jerry was out mid-year. So, gutom itong team na to. And you have a leader like Ken Salado na mas gutom, who's eager to prove himself. And you have a pretty scary team. Recruitment is not bad, diba? Yeah. UST boys, previous players from UST. Kuha pa nila sila Jello Sablan, diba? And they have the lineup to compete. Again, like perpetual Final Four, yan ang di ko masasagot. But if we're talking solely about capabilities nila in facing teams, in surprising teams, in representing the school well on the floor, I think they have the manpower. They have a winning coach from a winning culture who can steer them to it. So, expect a very good Ken Salado and a very good Arellano team this year.
Sobrang perfect timing for Ken to have a redemption season this year. This will be his final collegiate year na tandaan natin, backcourt partner to ni Gio Alalon, who has been tearing it up sa PBA, and a chance for him to really show na ako na yung kapitan. Nawalan tayo ng Gio Alalon past 2 years. Last year, medyo walang nangyari sa team, aminin na natin. And it's his chance to prove that everyone's expectation of him is still true, na he's primed for the PBA. Had he not injured his knee, he would have been a first rounder nung last PBA draft, and everyone knows about it. And what he has here is a bumper crop of players who are ready to seize the moment. We've mentioned Renz Alcoriza, Archie Concepcion last year benefited from yung underachieving play ng Chiefs, and like what Christian touched upon, UST boys there like Alfred Gayosa, who also had a previous stint with San Sebastian. We got Oliver De Guzman, who has been a good point guard. Jade Talampas, Kai Oliva, both from the Red Cubs program, and Ronan Santos, who has used the PBA D-League as his chance with Wangs to show what he can do So, Coach Cholo Martin has a interesting group. And kumbaga, like what Christian said nga kanina, it's a chance for them to really overachieve, lalo pa ngayong taon na host yung Arellano. Yung sa akin, Mapua yung team kong surprising team for us. Ito yung team ko mag-overachieve for the sole reason na Coach Randy Alcantara, although he's a new coach, he's been very familiar with the Cardinals. He's been winning it dun sa high school level with the Red Robins, and yung itutuloy niya yung programa niya dito sa seniors team. Much of the success will be on the bigs. Maganda yung naging performance nitong si Christian Bunyag, si Warren Bonifacio during the preseason, and then you got players there who are ready like Lawrence Victoria, Daniel Aguirre. So yun nga, we expect Mapua to surprise and turn heads pagdating ng NCAA season 95.
Si Coach Randy, do you think long overdue na yung angat na sa seniors level?
Oh naman. He has been coaching and developing players in the Mapua camp for the longest time, and of course may question ka dyan kung is he ready for the seniors. Ganyan naman lagi but Coach Randy has been seasoned enough. Nag-champion pa sa MPBL. Huwag natin kakalimutan yun with San Juan. So addressing it to more experienced players pagdating ng college level, sobrang ready na si Coach Randy pagdating dyan.
Well, ang maganda rito sa lineup ni Coach Randy is score players actually galing sa college, galing din sa kanya sa high school. Ay, na-mention ni Dolph yung MPBL stint ni Coach Randy, which really says a lot about his coaching. Kasi if you can handle high school players and a mix of old players and up-and-coming players in the NPBL, then I think easy pickings na lang yung college eh. And bata yung core niya, mas madali pa sunurin. Coach Randy has always been good working with young kids. So, hopeful ako. The future looks brighter for Mapua compared to the previous years. And yun lang yung sabihin. Sana lang sumama sa kanya yung mga high school players sa Mapua, di ba?
I only have one hope, na sana yung laro ni Paulo Hernandez sa juniors matuloy niya. Parang siya sabi ni Coach Atoy, ko remember siya sabi niya last year, he wants parang Golden State eh. Medyo mataas yung pangarap ni Coach Atoy dun sa team niya. But you have here is a legitimate shooter from the outside. And Paulo Hernandez has been crowned the finals MVP dun sa panalo ng Mapua Red Robins last year sa juniors division. So, finally, Mapua sa knockdown shooter who can benefit dun sa strength ng mga big men nila na si Warren tsaka ni Christian Bunyag pagdating ng season.
I think we overlook Perpetual. Minado naman tayo doon. Lots of people overlook Perpetual. And right now, kahit wala na yung essay, I think we've all learned our lesson. I think the teams in the NCAA have learned their lesson not to overlook Perpetual. Kasi with the system of Coach Frank, tatapang ng mga players eh. And yun yung magandang tapang, hindi yung tapang na away. It's just tapang na magpapakita ka sa loob ng court, hindi ka umaatras kahit sinong kaharap mo. And then that's the reason why they're a tough team. You know, will they make the Final Four? Medyo mahirap. But they'll be a team na siguro ayaw mong kalabanin. Like Edgar Charcos is still there. Ganda ng backcourt na itong Perpetual. Ben Adamos, from champion player from San Beda, will be making his debut for Perpetual. So kung pyesa at pyesa lang, may pyesa din tong Perpetual. With or without Prince Ese, they're gonna be a good team. Will they be a Final Four team? Maybe. Maybe not. But masasagot na yun this season eh. So the question is, will they be a good team? Will they be the same team without Prince Ese? I think yes, they will be. And mainly because of Coach Frankie's coaching din.
Mabigat yun eh. Mabigat yung mawawalan ka ng Prince Ese who has been really the fulcrum of the squad, na may mga games nga na siguro last season kung wala si Prince Ese doon, malamang tambakan yung laro eh. But Ben Adamos, we know the caliber of a player Ben Adamos is. Nakita natin yung talent nito sa San Beda, and we expect him to be a big contributor para sa Altas. Like what Christian said, si Edgar Charcos nandyan, and another key guys na kailangang bantayan sa perpetual na siguro hindi familiar sa lahat, itong si Jeffner Egan, sila Kim Aurin, sila Tonton Peralta. Coach Frankie Lim has great cast of characters. They may not compare on paper dun sa mga San Beda, sa Letran, sa San Sebastian, but what he has is a group who is willing and has embraced yung sistema niya na hindi malayo dun sa nakita natin years ago dun sa San Beda. So if there's really a dark horse na pwede nating sabihin this season, it's really the Perpetual Altas.
Next, go to an underachieving team in College of St. Benilde. Past few seasons, maraming expectations sa kanila. Mataas yung expectations sa kanila na finally umabot na Final Four, but still they can't get over the hump. Do you think this is the year they finally cross that bump? Or ano?
Coach TY. At one point last year, they were the best team in the NCAA. They had the 7-2, 7-3 record. And grabe, nakakatakot yung Benilde nun. Justin Gutang just running all over the place. You know, si Clement Luchu was improving every time. Paano ba to? I don't think they got stronger from last year, if I'm being honest. Siguro experience, certainly. Yung experience na nasa yun na yung Final Four, nandoon ka na, only to lose it by dropping games against EAC, dropping games against teams na hindi naman na magpa-Final Four. San Sebastian. Diba? No? So, it's gonna be a tough season for CSB. It's gonna be a really tough season. I'm a fan of Justin Gutang. I'm a fan of how he plays. Sarap niya panoorin sa loob ng court. I hope he does well. And I hope they do well. But it's gonna be a tough season for them.
In a perfect world, dapat umaangat sila. Again, like what Christian said, a virtually solid team. Ito yung team from last year na dadalhin nila ngayon. The biggest problem na lang siguro na nakikita ko was everyone caught up with Justin Gutang. I mean, he surprised everyone with his performance in the preseason. Kasi siguro hindi pa na-scout. But eventually, nakaka-perform siya pero nababantayan na. Coach TY needs to find support from his other guys. That's the tone naman. Guard play has been very lackluster for them during the off-season. They have been dealing with injuries. Yankee Aruna, Clement Luchu has missed games for them, which really beset their progress and developing their chemistry. And yun nga, like what Christian said, yung ilang akala nilang lalaro sa kanila, nawala pa because of recruitment. So, they still have time. And ang maganda nga dito is, dahil medyo mababa expectations sa kanila, it's a chance for them to really thrive and surprise everyone na, number 5 kami last year, pwede kaming umabol ngayon. Na at least ngayon, medyo mas mababa na yung expectation na they're not one of those teams na inaasahan mong, papasok yan. So, it might help them na mas mababa yung expectation sa kanila, but again, luck will only get you so far. You need to win games. You need to beat the teams na kaya mong talunin to accumulate enough wins for you to at least malay natin makapasok ka dun sa top 4.
Just to add kay Randolph, I agree with them na yung hindi na masyado silang tinitignan ngayon. People feel like tapos na yung shot nila from last season. I think that would help Benilde moving forward. I think wake-up call din sa kanila yung nangyari in the second round. It was a disaster. It was probably the worst stretch I've seen for a contender in a long time. Diba?
Nandun ka na eh.
Oo. And diba, ang dami pang issues on the outside. Pero, other than that, ano na yun eh. Lessons na yun eh. Sinabi ni Coach TY last year when we were talking, I asked him what happened. Ano nangyari, Coach? You were the best team in the league. And then, in a span of like a month or two, wala na kayo. He said the winning got to his player's head. And feeling nila they're on top of the world already. And yun yung mga dadalhin nila moving forward. So right now, with the spotlight not on them anymore, I think it's their time to prove some things and get back to the times na gutom sila.
We have it, very first edition of the Spin Sidelines video series. We talked about the NCAA Season 95 preview. On behalf of our production crew, my name is Carlos Sacamos and thank you for watching this first edition. See you again next time.